Growing up, I kind of spent my youth working at a bakery and a bistro. I started as a dishwasher, and then I was bussing tables, then I was a baker's assistant, helped making wedding cakes. So, even from my youth, I was always kind of infatuated with food. I come from a family that everything revolves around food. I knew that I was going to pursue food. I had known that as soon as I left my old job, I knew I was going to pursue food. I knew that what I wanted was my own, my own restaurant, a cafe, something that I could wake up every morning and just really be attached, to my work and love what I do. Getting an interview with the Chicago Tribune, I thought, maybe this is my end. It's not photography, but it's a newspaper. For crying out loud, I majored in journalism, so we'll see where it takes me. And I ended up getting hired with them to work in advertising sales, specifically newspaper advertising sales. So before I knew it, I packed up everything, moved to Chicago, and at 22 years old, I was working in the Tribune Tower, making probably more money than I knew what to do with. And that was, I guess, the vacuum that kind of sucked me in. Fast forward 5 years later, I'm still working for the Tribune Company, wearing a suit and tie to work every day, and just completely, just not happy. I found a little burger joint called Madison Street, just a neighborhood bar that was hiring. Emailed them, kind of gave my story, my pitch. I call it kind of a passion pitch, because I really didn't have a lot of relevant experience. Nobody cares what you did when you're 18, when you're almost 30 years old. Went in there for a stage, which a stage is like a working interview in the cooking world, where you have to go and no one cares how well you talk or how good your rhetoric or etiquette or how articulate you are. They want to know, do you have the chops to cut it? So I went in for, I think, 4 or 5 stages there, all very intense. And in the end, I met with the owner, a guy named Troy Guard, who I'd very soon find out was kind of a celebrity chef here in Denver. And he had mentioned me coming to work at his flagship restaurant, Tag Restaurant. And what he'd offered me was an interview. I retract a little bit. And to come in and do a stage at Tag Restaurant. So I showed up wearing jeans, huge no-no. And not the right footwear, also a huge no-no. But had a long, productive night there, and they offered me a job. They come back doing prep work. And if anyone doesn't know, prep work is kind of the lowest level of the food pyramid. Working in a restaurant, you start just slightly above a dishwasher. So I started there 5 days a week, starting work at 6 in the morning, doing very, very menial tasks, and just by sheer happenstance, there was kind of a coup in the restaurant, which happens often, and half the staff left. And here I am, I've been working at this place, for 3 months, just trying to get my feet underneath me, learning a lot, but moving up quickly, and half the staff had just gone and walked out. And that day, he came up to me and he handed me a key to the restaurant, and he said, I want you opening the restaurant from now on, here's your opportunity. When I moved to Denver, I'd been tossing around ideas. I knew that starting your own restaurant is not something that just comes, out of divine intervention. It's something that you work for, sometimes over, years and years. So the name we settled on is it's Scratch Burrito and Happy Tap. And the Happy Tap is the bar portion, and obviously Scratch Burrito speaks for itself. But it's just a nod to, it's going to be a chef-driven restaurant where everything from the hot sauce sitting on the table to the tortillas, will be handmade, made fresh daily. And we're looking right now, if all goes well, we may be open in April.